Uno Mixed is presented by Bantai Restaurant and Lounge.
Hafide, I'm Tyler Matinani, and welcome to Uno Mix. Now, with Guam back in a state of P-Core 1, the island's been put on halt, but it doesn't exactly mean our island's talents have stopped working. In fact, our boy Peter Cruz, aka Hale, has been hard at work with the latest drop of his latest album, and I gotta catch up via Zoom to get an inside scoop. Check it out.
Holly, thank you so much for joining me, and you are all the way out in the States. Out in California right now. Wow, what has been going on? You just had a birthday, so that was one thing that just happened, and you celebrated it with launching your new album.
I just turned 30, so 30, making my 30 trips around the sun. So it's been nice. It was very relaxing, but I think the best part about it was the album. So I'm really excited to have that released.
So I was actually very surprised, and obviously I didn't read too well into it because I knew you were counting down the days, but I thought it was the release of a new song. But no, you released a 5-track album. So how long did it take? How was your whole process?
Well, the 5 tracks, the first 2, Run Into Your Love and Fraud, I've been sitting on those tracks for almost 2 years now. But I was just waiting for the right moment. It felt more of like a few, those tracks were made to be on an album. So I decided to wait and sit on that. Good with Mellow was done earlier this year. Yeah, like early into quarantine. 2 Roots with Freddie from 4-Piece Band was probably, beginning of the year, and then Fade Away was around the same time. So it's been, for the first 2 tracks, sitting on for 2 years, and the rest are maybe the last 6 months to 8 months.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about one of those tracks that you mentioned that you were sitting on for 2 years, Fraud. You got a little, I don't know if you want to say political or something. Let's talk about a bit about that. What is that song about?
Man, the best way I can explain that song is if the shoe fits, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people can see, like everybody kind of has that two-faced experience in their life, right? And there's a line in there that says, wolf in sheep's clothing. So really that's all it is you can relate that to pretty much anything and anyone in your life. Is if somebody crosses you and you feel like maybe they're just putting on that fake front, like that's for you. Like when you get frustrated and somebody's like, acting cool, but really, behind the scenes, you're just kind of not really what they say they are. Like, that's what that song's about. So I've come across a lot of people in my life like that, and that was the best way I could describe how I was feeling through my music, because I'm not a confrontational person, you know what I mean? So I let the music speak in that sense.
I like that. Let's talk a little bit about your whole experience out there so far, because how long have you been out in Cali?
I just hit 10 years in June.
And I would imagine that you've worked with a lot of other artists out there, gotten some feedback.
Yeah. Well, the first song I did was with Jesse Barrera. He's a big time like Warped Tour guitar player and producer. So he produces a lot of like artists out here in like the R&B, alternative R&B scene. But yeah, I've been, for the most part, other than, the first band I was with, Tribal Theory, I've worked with tons of other reggae artists through touring with that band. And now it's just kind of like a big network of friends and family. Pana, production by Pana, prod by Pana up in Hawaii, does a lot of Liquid Jewelry and all these reggae artists in Hawaii. So yeah, there's a huge affiliation, especially out here in San Diego. It's a big reggae city.
How would you say moving from Guam and literally uprooting yourself to the States how has the music influence helped shape your sound?
I think I take a lot of the, I grew up with a lot of Chamorro music like Casey, JD Crutch, and all the greats. So I take a lot of that Micronesian sound that I want to, infused with the reggae music that I've learned out here. I think a lot of people can say that they get that sometimes I get that Cali vibe, the Cali reggae vibe in my stuff, but that's because I'm a big rock and roll type of dude too. I love rock. So a culmination of Guam, Chamorro music, Mariana's music, and the reggae that I learned out here, and growing up with all types of reggae music with my family. Like, it's just a mesh. That's what Hale is, just a mesh of different cultures in the reggae sound that I'm trying to create.
Would you say that you have a little bit of a signature in your music at all? I know you've been saying your own name in it too. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I like to coin Oceania reggae music because we take a lot from Hawaii, we take a lot from New Zealand, we take a lot from mainland reggae and West Coast reggae and Micronesian music, like a lot of Carolinian music and Chamorro music. So I think it's just when you put that all in a pot and you mix it up, to me, that's the sound that I'm trying to create is Oceania reggae music, but that's not limited to just Hale. I think anybody that feels they can fit in that subgenre, you're more than welcome. But that's kind of what I'm coining.
Now let's talk. Let's go back to the album. So what's further on the album? Can we expect any music videos?
So I wanted to keep it pretty simple. I wanted to be also mindful and safe during this crazy time, unprecedented time. I'm pretty much a one-man band, for lack of better words. So I do all my editing, I do all my videos, I do all my production, pictures, you name it. So with the music video, I kind of wanted to let the music just kind of speak for itself. Actually, what I'm working on is putting out more music shortly after this. So I didn't want to have like a long stint of no releases. I kind of wanted to try something new, and I'm looking at doing maybe, every 1 or 2 months, maybe a new release. But when things get better, we're going to definitely have some videos and some other content for sure.
And I love it. 2020 may have slowed everything down, but obviously Hale's still not letting that affect you. You're still going stronger, and we can all wait to see what else is in store. I'm excited for that new music. Before we close out, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody that had a hand on the album, and then also everybody that continues to stream my music. I really can't do any of this without the people in Marianas, like seriously. And I know it sounds cliche, like an island boy who's living in the mainland, but really you guys are, you drive me. I can't do this without you. So thank you for always playing the music and all the support and all the good feedback that I get. Bad feedback too, constructive criticism is always great. But I just want to say thank you to everybody in Guam, in the Marianas, up in the CNMI, and all the Chamorros across the world for for the amazing support that you guys have given me in the past couple of years. So thank you. And then also to you guys. I can't really do this without your support, because you guys put it up on the air and people are like, hey, I heard this. So I'm really appreciative of you guys over there and supporting Hale music. I really, really appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere, because at the end of the show, we'll be playing one of the songs off of Hale's new album for our Sunday vibes. And when we come back from the break, we'll be featuring a new local business that makes self-care a priority.